Good day, collective. I am Sarah B, and I am live doing your reading for the weekend, pulling some cards. I'm still getting myself together. So bear with me just a second. I think we're going to use this deck to get some change it up a little bit. See what this oracle deck has to bring us, what messages are coming in for the weekend. And this, of course, is a timeless reading, and it's a collective reading, so all zodiac signs it could refer to. After I give the overall energy for the weekend reading, feel free to ask questions, and I will come back and pull 2 cards for each question to get them answered. Once again, I am Sarah B, and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. I'm so glad to see you. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe, and that notification bell, that's going to let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. I went yesterday live. It's not my normal scheduled live. I usually go live Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. I just happened to, I was sitting on my balcony and it was just so beautiful. I said, you know what, let me share this. So I came on live. There were some deer out there last night. It was really a beautiful evening. So you never know when I'm going to show up. So make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, let's get started with this so far. We have keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. Is there something that I feel like you're manifesting something and something is coming towards you? However, you are, it's like you're feeling drawn towards that, what you're normally attracted to, which is normal for human beings. But I feel like if you keep your heart open, you're going to be able to access more. So it's more important for you to access more instead of staying on the same path as you always are going through. Let down your guard. Open your heart to more love, to more kindness. There's more out there for you than just what you normally would find in front of you. And opening your heart is just going to be the beginning of it. Now, I also, being open to change. Because change is something out of what you wouldn't be attracted to regularly. Being open to change and accepting other people or accepting new ideas in your life. Accepting other points of view or other ways of living. Be open to change. Because when you're not open to change, you're being very limiting. And you're limiting yourself. And you're putting yourself in a corner. You're putting yourself in a cycle. And for you to move forward in life, you have to be accessible. Your energy has to be accessible. Release your blocks. Something may be blocking you. Some kind of energy. This could be old energy that you're still tied to. You might be communicating with some kind of old, some kind of connection, some kind of karmic connection. And Spirit's saying, move on, release that energy. Make room for new energy. It's a time to release those old blockages. A lot of change is coming. And it's important that not only are we flexible, but that we can see what is blocking our lives, that we understand what has been a blockage in our path that has prevented us from moving forward. So it's important for us to understand and to remove this mask or these blinders that we have on to see how and when we can remove these blocks from our path. Because if you're not recognizing these blockages and wanting to change, then you're going to stay in the same cycle. Now we have attend to the details. Now something is calling for your attention. Something that you need to pay attention to, the little things, the way people act, the actions they're saying rather than their words. Are their words equaling their actions? Are they saying and doing the same thing? Or are their actions completely different from what they've been telling you? How is their body language when you're around? Pay attention to the little details, because those little details are going to tell you so much. It's important to pay attention because inside these details are stories. And you'll be able to see more clearly when you see the details behind certain things. Okay, so let's move on to... Okay, so I am going to... Right now I'm doing the overall energy for this weekend, and then I'm going to go back and answer your questions. Once I'm through going through the oracle cards, I'll go to tarot and answer the questions for you. I answer the questions with a 2-card pull. And if you'd like anything more than that, you can schedule a personal reading with me. You can just message me. My email is below for a personal reading. Peace. This weekend, Spirit's asking you to find peace, to find moments of stillness for just you. No matter what, how long, whatever way you can do it. I know everybody has a busy life. A lot of people have families, kids. But if you can just, maybe when you're showering, just, moments of peace that you need. Take the time to yourself to reflect, to connect with your higher power. Light. Spirit is asking you to make sure you keep your light shining bright. There's a lot of things going on right now. People are going through it. There's just a lot of changes being made, a lot of difficulties in personal lives, and Spirit saying keep your light bright, or try to. It is hard. I'm telling you, people are going through it. And or if you find somebody is duller than usual, somebody whose light is really bright and they're just not feeling it, be their light. It's contagious. It's like a candle wick lighting another candle wick. It's contagious. So be the light for somebody if you feel like somebody is dim or really lost in themselves and feeling dark. See if you can be their light. Try to open their path. Change is hard. It is hard. All right, can I have a couple more from this deck? Thank you. We have happiness. Choose happiness every day. Happiness is a choice. It's not easy, but we can choose to be happy. We can choose to keep our energy high and stay positive. I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but it is a choice. And it comes from keeping your heart filled with hope. Yeah, things get shitty. And when they do, surround yourself with people who are going to lift you, who are going to fulfill you, who are going to make you see the world differently. Can I get one more card from this deck? Okay, 2. Self-love. Yep. It is a time for you to fill your cup this weekend. It's a time for change. You are changing. With all the changes that are happening in your life, you're changing. And you have to make sure that your cup stays full, so you can nourish other people. Because you're their bright light. You're their hope. They see you as a radiant energy. So if you're not keeping your cup full, then how are you going to help them? How are you going to nourish them? I just heard that the way you move, your grace, your persona is transformative. You make people want to level up. You make people want to change for the better. And isn't that a beautiful thought? People look at you and they say, I want to be like them. What a great compliment. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next deck. Okay. Let's see what else we have here for this weekend. Spirit, what's the overall energy for the weekend? Thank you. I feel like you might be taking part in something creative this weekend. Ooh, something's going to be fun. And I feel like you're going to be doing it with some kind of divine feminine. You might be hanging out with your divine feminine energies. Doesn't have to be female. But I feel like there's a lot I feel like a lot's going to get done. Maybe you guys are, maybe you're moving, or I feel like there's a lot getting done. Like, yes, you're going to be hanging out, but I also feel like you're going to be working on something at the same time. Because really, we're talking about feminine energy here. Constantly thinking about what the next thing, how can we use our time most efficiently? While we're hanging out, while we're talking, while we're laughing. It's like, I feel like it's going to be one of those weekends. Maybe you're helping somebody move. Maybe you're helping somebody paint their place. Maybe, you're just at a barbecue. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of divine feminine energy surrounding you. You're surrounding yourself with queen energy. But you're going to let your hair down. You might be reminiscing about certain things or telling really funny stories. I feel like there might be some creative aspects to this weekend. But yeah, I do feel like there's going to be some fun coming in for this weekend for you guys, which is exciting. I feel like people need to focus on having more fun and get out of their heads. We spend a lot of time in our heads, longing. You're manifesting something. You're wishing that something was happening a lot faster is what I heard. You're wishing that something was, you know, the pace was picking up. I mean, I feel like you do believe in divine timing. I feel like you do have faith in that things are going to come to you when you manifest. But you're kind of like, you know, can we... I mean, I'm constantly being asked, you know, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? And I don't really want to, I never really want to put a timeline on things because I really do believe in divine timing. And it's really up to you to decide when things are going to happen. Because if you cut ties, if you make the changes, if you get yourself aligned to be on the correct path, then that is when Spirit's going to bring in your wishes. So when people ask me, when is this going to happen? It's like you have to look at yourself to find the answer, because really that answer is within you. Okay, so I am going to pull some cards from this romance situation, romantic clarification. What is it? Clarifying love situations. I can never remember the name of this deck. For those of you who are in any kind of romantic relationships or situationships or partnerships, or maybe just have a plain old crush on somebody or trying to get to know somebody. Beloved wisdom. Love is a choice you make every day, so choose wisely. So if your person is not choosing you, then maybe it's time to walk away or disconnect. If your person is choosing somebody else or something else, maybe they want to spend more time at the bar. Maybe they want to spend more time, you know, with their friends, or scrolling on their phone or whatever. If they're not paying attention to you and choosing you, then maybe you need to, this is something that you should recognize and address it. Maybe they don't realize it. Maybe they don't know that it's hurting you. So before, you know, before you break ties completely, maybe you want to have a discussion, bring it to the table and say, this is what's on my mind. And I feel like, you know, I'm not getting enough. Maybe they just don't realize it. You know, we're all human, and sometimes we get stuck in these patterns that we don't realize we're in. Tender attentions. With care and concern, approach gently, nurturing with soft, kind gestures. This is saying, pay attention. Pay attention. Give them a little bit more than what you are giving them. Do the little things that they like. You know, what are their favorite things? What are their favorite foods? What do they like to watch on TV? Bringing little things, the little details to somebody means a lot. You know, the soft, nurturing gestures that, you know, they adore, it means so much. It really does. And it's a real big turn on, if I'm being honest. Because it means that we're being seen. So focus on the kind gestures. It really does make a difference. Okay, can I have a couple more cards from this deck? And just to reiterate, I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. I am right now pulling cards for this live reading for the weekend energy. After that, I will be pulling tarot cards, 2 tarot cards per question for the collective. So feel free to be asking questions while I am doing this, and I'll go back and answer them in the order that they are asked. So I ask for, if you could please have patience, so I do get to the questions eventually. And I will, of course, say your name so you know who I'm answering. Okay, we have strong roots. Pull weeds of resentment so your love can bloom. All right, so you have to let go of things that are petty, essentially. You can't be petty and think that your love is going to grow. This is trying to forget about the stupid things, the stupid fights. Pick your battles. They're not worth it. Get over the little hiccups. Don't keep them in the back of your mind, bringing them up with ammo for the next fight. It's ridiculous. So pull those weeds out. Get rid of them. Your love will go stronger if you clear the way. The roots will grow. But you have to get rid of those things that are ridiculous. Those little fights, those little hiccups you get into. Don't hold on to them. It's not worth it. Okay, we have a liberated path. Embrace freedom as you break through, taking step towards your true potential. I feel like somebody is breaking through like a threshold, coming out of your comfort zone into something else. Maybe you are, maybe you have released somebody lately and you are newly single and you are taking this step into this brave world by yourself for the first time in a long time. And it's scary. That's a scary thing to do, whether you're male or female. So it's this liberating feeling, but it's also hella scary. So it's important that you remember who you are, that you are strong, you are beautiful or handsome, and you can handle it. You're amazing and you're strong and you know exactly who you are and who you want to be. So embrace that energy and know that your true path, the path that you are meant to be on, instead of the karmic one you just got out of, is here. Your path is right in front of you. Yeah, you might have to figure some stuff out, but it's there and it's waiting. All right, so I am going to be shuffling for the tarot to answer some questions. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for starting to ask questions. Just going to give it a good shuffle, and then I'm going to go to the top of the messages and start answering. I hope you guys are well. My name is Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I do pop-up lives, but my normal scheduled lives are Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7. Next week is going to be a little bit more of Monday is a holiday for us, so I may have plans with my grandkids, so we'll see. I'm playing that by ear. And Thursday is American football season is starting for our home team. So I may be taking the night off. Maybe I'll push up my readings. I don't know if I can fit them in, but hopefully I'll be able to jump on Friday. I don't want to leave you guys hanging without your messages for the weekend. All right, so let's see where we're starting. We have Earth to K. Earth to K. Okay, good afternoon. God bless you. Oh, that was nice. Thank you, Earth to K. J.A. says hi. Of course, hi, J.A. Good to see you. Maria, I haven't seen you in, it feels like forever. It's probably only been a week, but it does feel like forever. I hope you're well. Asking about, will Philip try to come back? Spirit, will Philip try to come back? There is an immature energy that is coming in, but only for sex. I feel like that is their main drive is sexual energy. I don't feel like he's got a lot of emotional energy to give. He doesn't really want too much of a relationship. Remember, this is a knight, not a king like we want. So this is immature energy. So that this might be Philip coming in, or this could be somebody else who's attracted to you. Somebody who might be younger than you might be coming in towards you. So keep an eye out for that as well. But but I feel like, it's going to be mostly for sexual energy and not for any kind of emotional attachment. Oh, he did move out. Why is he saying that he wants to come back? Hi, Yoonjin. I'm doing well. How are you? Sharada, hi. How are you? Taz asks, will I find the love of my life? Taz asks, will I find the love of my life? Taz asks, will I find the love of my life? I do see there's something new coming in for you. This might be somebody coming back from the past, though. So I don't know how much of that energy that you really want to entertain. Right now it's being blocked. So this might already be you blocking this energy from the past, already shutting it down. But I do feel like it might be somebody that you knew when you were young, or younger. It was somebody that you used to have a lot of fun with, no lie. But I feel like this is being blocked already. Whether you're blocking it or the universe is blocking it for you. Yeah, this is this maybe the love of your life is somebody from the past? Somebody that, you had a connection with this person. This person made you feel alive. But right now it's blocked. There's something blocking this energy. You know what? I want to see. This is what I do when I'm nosy, collective. I usually pull 2 cards for people, unless, of course, more come out. Then if Spirit, gives me the nudge to entertain those other cards, then I will. But then I get to be like, ooh, what do you mean there's a blockage? Let me find out what that is. So, but it's usually if I'm drawn to do that. I did see something flip over. Okay, you have to let go of something for this energy to come in. You're holding on to old energy. Taz. This one's for Taz. I'm still on Taz. There's something that you have to let go of. There's some energy that you have to let go of. You're not as radiant as you were, and I feel like your energy needs to be lifted. And by cutting ties with this other energy, that's going to lift your energy so this other energy can come in. And let me tell you, when this other energy comes in, there's going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of passion, a lot of good energy coming your way. But it's not going to come in until you let go. Let go of something else. Something is blocking you from being with your true love. Okay, Cyan. Hello, how are you? Was Anna Carolina trying to get my attention specifically on purpose through Instagram? Thank you. I feel like this is another energy of letting go. Maybe they're trying to, maybe they're getting rid of their Instagram and they're just kind of perusing it. They might be going through a rough time. I feel like something that they were going towards, something failed or something didn't go the way they wanted it to. Maybe they wanted to connect with you again. Maybe you gave them advice that this wasn't going to work out, and now they're coming back because they know you were right about something. But I do feel like I don't think she was intentionally trying to get your attention. I feel like she does want to connect, though. Okay, Shaq, hi, how are you? I just want to know if that good for me to have a second child. Oh, I'm not a doctor. I cannot answer questions like that. If it's good for you to have a second child. I don't want to say yes and have something, God forbid, something terrible happen. Oh, she says I look pretty. That's so sweet. I cannot answer that question. I do not feel comfortable, Shaq. You know, I would answer it if I felt like I was okay to, but I don't feel like I have any business answering that. Now, can I reword it to say, oh, I don't even know, because I don't know if you're talking about health-wise. Ugh, I can't answer. Rephrase that question and I'll answer it. Hi, Shraddha. J.A. wants to know, is it time for them to get rid of Facebook? I feel like it it really does mess with your mind, J.A. I feel like you get off of Facebook and you feel worse than when you went on. You have to work on fixing this. It gives you anxiety. It gives you a broken heart. I feel like you feel some sort of way towards people when you're on Facebook. I feel like that's the direction you need to heal. Not paying attention to other people's lives. Hi, Starry. I'm good. How are you? Okay, Starry says, will A be able to get rid of T? Let me answer that first. Will A be able to get rid of T? I do feel like that is the goal. They don't really have an emotional connection there. And I feel like some kind of lesson was learned. Okay, next question. Or will N be able to get rid of T? Will N be able to get rid of T permanently? Will N be able to get rid of T permanently? Asking for Starry. Why don't you work on a protection spell for your energy, or manifest or ask your guides and guardians for protection from this hexing that you talk about? Okay, so Will N be able to get rid of T permanently? I mean, N can do whatever they want to do if they stick to it. There's going to be a rebirth here. So you just have to stick to it. There's other opportunities coming in. N can do whatever they want to. It's free will. Will JP ever get over his past and want to commit to anyone again? This is Starry's question. Hi, Amy. I'm answering for Starry. Will JP ever get over his past and want to commit to anyone again? Will JP get over their past? The Chariot reverse just came out, so they're stuck. They're not in a position now to get over, to commit to anyone. When they do, though, they'll be able to get to seek love again. But it's gonna start off slow. It's Knight energy, not King energy. Okay, Amy. Hi, Amy. I'm lost. I need definition. Okay. Hey, Witchy. I'm going through big changes all around. You heard me say football seasons. Oh, you're a Packers fan. We're Eagles country down here. We're over here in Eagles country. Okay, so I do feel like you are going through a lot of changes. Okay, but justice is on your side. The universe sees you going through a lot of changes. Okay, so it's going to turn out the way it's supposed to be, and I know that sounds cliche, but the universe is working for you. Things are going to equal out. Things are going to become a lot more fair for you. Shuffling for Amy. What does Amy need to know? What does Amy need to know? Stay strong. Stay strong. I just heard you can tame the wildest of beasts, but you have to see that within yourself. You have to stay strong because things are going to come to you. Things are going to start equaling out. You're going to start seeing wins for yourself. You just have to keep on. Keep on with the high energy. Keep on with the high vibrational things. Okay? And that could be something as simple as dancing around your kitchen while you're cooking. Singing at the top of your lungs while you're driving. Just keep that energy going. Keep that flow. And the most important thing is be grateful for where you're at. Be thankful. And it sounds crazy for the changes that are happening. Because they're going to bring you to where you're supposed to be. I know it doesn't seem like it right now. And I know you're going through a lot of crazy stuff. Big changes, you said. But the universe is going to bring you to where you're supposed to be. And I do believe that you have to keep that thinking that this is the end is going to reveal why this all happened. So you got to keep your chin up and keep on dancing and see that and realize that this is all going to happen for your greatest good. Things are going to get better. So enjoy the small wins in the meantime. They might not be big wins, but if you enjoy the small wins, the big wins are going to look amazing. Okay, J.A. wants to know, what lessons have I not learned from my job yet? What lessons does J.A. need to know from her job? Oof. There's something blocking you at your job. And I do feel like you are impatient. I feel like there's an impatience here. And right now it's causing a blockage. Now, what that is, I don't know. But there's something kind of blockage because you're being impatient. You might want things or something to change right now, or maybe some kind of rule or tone at work to change, but you have to have patience. I'm hearing it's being worked on, but you can't rush things. Hi, Witchy. Answering for Witchy, will my healing progress faster than expected? I'll answer that first. And less than what I want. I'm going to ask, how is Witchy's healing? What messages do we need to hear about Witchy's healing? How is she progressing? I'm hearing that's not something that can be rushed. I just heard listen to your body. This one. Build your strength. And you need to work together, work with somebody. Is this the therapy that you're supposed to be getting? Working with somebody, putting work into it, maybe? Okay, and then we have, what good news can I expect in the upcoming month? What good news is coming in for Witchy? What good news is coming in for Witchy? I want to pause right here just to let you guys know that I am Sarah B. and this is Just Be Tarot. I am answering questions that have been asked and going through each one individually. Pull 2 cards for each question. And if more come out, then more come out. So please feel free to join in. Please click on like and subscribe to my channel. And also hit that notification bell that will let you know when I am going live. So, what good news? I feel like things are going to be calming down. Something is going to end for you. Let's clarify that. Because endings means new beginnings, but Spirit, what is it that's ending for Witchy? What needs to end for witching? What is coming to an end or needs to end? Some kind of masculine energy. We have the King of Wands in reverse to clarify that. Some kind of masculine energy. Let's see what else. Anything else? What's coming to an end? Why the Death card? Is there a money supply or something coming to an end? Finances? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is a loss of money. Maybe some kind of medical bills, or maybe you're investing in yourself or putting money out. I'm still not connecting to this. Here, what is going on with this Death card? Now we have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Are you connecting with somebody? Like something is ending? Because death is also a rebirth. It's a start of something new. Are you connecting with somebody? Or making a connection with somebody? Maybe in the next month you'll be making a connection with somebody. This connection is going to make you feel a lot calmer. Something's ending. I don't know. I wasn't getting a connection, Witchy. There's some connection. This could also, the Lovers could also be a choice that you need to make. But I feel like with this Two of Cups energy, it's somebody bringing you their cup of love. Or an emotional connection you're going to make with somebody. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Okay, what she says, and I do have a soulmate. And do I have a soulmate? Witchy wants to know if she has a soulmate. Oops, I just dropped a whole bunch of cards. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. I do see a King of Cups here. So I feel like there is a mature emotional connection that's coming in for you. I feel like this is going to be an energy that comes in at some point for you that's going to come in strong and fast. And you're going to know it immediately because it's going to be an easy connection. I feel like this is going to be somebody that you see, have a lot in common with, and see very much eye to eye with, have a lot of the same beliefs and a lot of the same chemistry. But I feel like there's something has to clear in your energy before that comes in. Starry says, is that a real tattoo on your arm? Yeah, I have some tattoos over here. I have tattoos here. I have my dog print there. Yeah, lots of tattoos. I have tattoos on my legs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Starry. Hi, Isha. Will I end up marrying my fiance, or will I find someone else? Oh boy. If you're asking, maybe you should not be marrying your fiance. Is Aisha marrying their fiance? What's going on with Aisha and their fiance? I feel like this is something like an agreement was made. Is this an arranged situation? Like, I just feel like there was an agreement that was made. This is like something that had to do with something legal, or there was an arrangement, like a discussion. I do feel like you're not sure you want to go through with it. With this Nine of Wands. I feel like you might have been engaged for a long time, like since you were young. I feel like was this an arrangement of some kind, Aisha? Let's see if you're answering down here. No, I lost. There we go. Like, I feel like there was like a connection maybe back when you were young, but I do feel like this is, I'm getting this arrangement. But I don't know if you're going to find somebody else. I'm just coming up with what you're currently in. Is Aisha going to find anybody else? Nope. It looks like you're connected. Yeah. Yeah, you are connected to this person. Chained to them. There's an agreement. Like I said, I feel like this has been something that's been in the works for a long time. But there's no passion there for this person. You are not feeling this. Okay. J.A. How do I improve my self-care? J.A. asks, how do I improve my self-care? Seek guidance from somebody. Seek wisdom. Maybe therapy. And cutting off people. Ending things. Getting rid of the negative energy. That's how you improve your self-care. Stories. Oh, so you have done protection. Hi, Mike. How are you? Michael Drexler. How's it going? Amy, I hope that helped you. Okay, JAS, what does my spirit team want me to know? Why my coworker Vanessa annoys me so much lately. I feel like everybody is here to teach us a lesson. I think we all have coworkers that annoy us, and they're here to teach us a lesson. Now, you have to be introspective enough to discover what that lesson is. Because if we don't like something in somebody, or something about somebody annoys us, then it's really a mirrored reflection of ourselves. So it's really something that you have to work on, something that you have to work through, to figure out why Vanessa is annoying you so much. Because usually it's like a mirrored reflection of yourself. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse that just came out for that. Let's see. I feel like you feel like things might fall into this person's lap, and you don't love the way people dote on this person. I feel like this person gets a lot of attention because of the type of person she is. And I feel like they're high energy, and maybe they talk a lot, maybe, but you don't like that because I feel like she's getting a lot of attention. And that's not something you love about her. Starry asks, how does Leo feel about me? Starry wants to know, how does Leo feel about her? How does Leo feel about Starry? I feel like the universe is working on something between you guys. We have the Magician card. There's something coming through between this Leo I feel like the Leo, though, is healing from something. But I would keep an eye out for that because I do feel like the universe is working on something. Oh, you just took that question back. Okay. Message retracted. Why do I waste my time? Okay. Will my writing get published? I thought you didn't want anybody reading your writing. Witchy? How will it get published if nobody can read it? Okay, Spirit. I'm shuffling for Witchy. She would love to know if her writing will get published. It says yes. We have the Death card in reverse, which is yes. And the Emperor in reverse, which means you have to be more vulnerable, though. That is so crazy. Because it's true. It's so true. You have to be more vulnerable And it's going to be your choice because it's your rebirth. So I'm just like in shock. But Spirit's saying you have to become more vulnerable. You're going to have the opportunity. If you want it to get published, then it could get published. Like, it's that good. But that has to be your decision. You have to take off this armor. When am I going to meet the man who is going to marry me? When is Maria going to meet the man who is going to marry her? I am asking for Maria Bernardo. I feel like you are still healing. And the person that you are meant to be with, they might still be healing too. Because I feel like the person you're meant to be with, I do have a king here in the reverse. But the good thing about the king of knights of swords in the reverse is that they are warming up to the idea of getting back into the dating scene. Okay, they were hurt. They're healing. Okay, so they're still healing. Okay, but they're warming up to the idea of getting back into the mix of things. So I feel like your person is right now working on themselves, and once they are ready, then your paths are going to collide. So you'd have to trust in divine timing, because your person, as well as yourself, are being prepared for this meeting. But they're not ready yet. They're still healing. So you're being asked to have patience. I just heard patience. And that your person is being prepared. You're being prepared too, but they're really healing. You might already be healed from something and ready to go. They're still, the person you're meant to be with is still healing. Okay, Starry asks, how does T feel about me? How does T feel about Starry? I do not see that there's any kind of energy where they want to connect with you. Or work with you if there's somebody at work. They do feel comfortable with you though, but I don't feel like there is anything other than that. They feel comfortable, they feel fine with you. But I don't feel like there's a connection or anything like that. Okay, Witchy asks, I'm trying right now alone because I don't see the guy until the 8th. Okay. That's my birthday, by the way. I don't get the sling off until then. Okay. So you still have another, what, 8, 10 days of that? 12 days? Ugh. Keep your chin up, Witchy. I know it's been a long time. Keep strong, though. Starry said, how does Joseph feel about me? How does Joseph feel about Starry? How does Joseph feel about Starry? I feel like there might be an attraction here. A strong attraction. Now, I don't know if that's a love connection, but I do feel like there's an attraction. Um, it might be a soulmate connection. This could be a best friendship. But I do feel like they're very loyal. I'm getting more of a soulmate connection. Besties is what I keep hearing. J.A. says, I feel like my coworkers have a different tone with me at work. And that talk down to me. And there are emotions to change every other day. Well, don't let them talk to you like that. People treat you the way that you want to be treated. Stand up for yourself. You don't appreciate that tone. You don't appreciate being talked down to. Stick up for yourself. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. You're a queen. Oh, that would make sense, Witchy. You're not willing to tell your dad about your arm. That does make sense. YM. Hi, dear. Please, I am asking for my direct manager, Jamal's thoughts regarding me. What are Jamal's thoughts regarding YM? I feel like they really do respect you. I feel like they do respect you, but I feel like they think you have a different calling. There's a good connection here, a good partnership. But I feel like they think you have a different calling, or maybe they're going to look for a different calling. Or that you'd be better in a different department. Or that you want to pursue something else. Star asks, will the WP outcome be disappointing for me? Will it be a financial loss? It doesn't look like it's going to be disappointing. It just looks like you're going to have to balance a lot of things. And if you can maintain it, then it won't be a loss. Okay, that's what I thought, Aisha, that it was arranged. I feel like I was getting that energy that it was like somebody that you were connected to, like, for a while. J.A. wants to know what the zodiac signs of the people I have to cut out of my life are. We have fire signs. Let's see if there's anything else. Is there another card? Spirit? Nope, it looks like fire signs. Oh, good. I'm going through a spiritual transformation and I'm getting a lot of headaches. I'm getting a lot of headaches. I just made an eye doctor appointment because of it. Maybe I'm going through a spiritual transformation as well. Um, hopefully. Hopefully I'm leveling up. Okay. J.A. says, what is the person I'm supposed to end up? Who is the person I'm... What zodiac sign are they? Okay, I'm getting water sign. And it came out with the lovers. So that's Gemini. Maria asks, do I know the person already or am I going to meet someone else? Do I know the person already or am I going to meet somebody else? Asking for Maria Bernardo. Let me see what Spirit means by this. We got the lovers. And then we got the 9 of Wands in reverse. So I'm clarifying the 9 of Wands in reverse for you, Maria. I feel like there is going to, and it came out with the 9 of Wands in, I feel like you do know this person. And I do feel like you're going to end up being in a relationship with this person. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. With that and the Lover's card. So I do feel like you know this person. This is somebody who I feel like you've defended a lot. Somebody you might have taken back previously. But I feel like this person is going to come back to you and say that they've made changes. They've maybe you asked them, or there was concentrations when you broke up and you were like, you know, this needs to change, that needs to change. I don't like when you do this, do that. Maybe they've made those changes and I feel like they're going to let you know that they have. But you'll only be able to know if you meet with them in person and see that they have made the changes. But that's free will. If this person from the past makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to take them back, then you don't have to. But that is completely up to you. All right, so I think I'm going to stop it here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. And also for hitting that notification bell that will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I really appreciate you guys. You know, you guys come through. Anytime I'm on, it's like I know that you guys are going to be there. I know that you interact with each other, you get to know each other more and more, and I love that you guys talk to each other and are invested in each other as well. That makes me so happy. I just you guys are the best. I have really the best subscribers and I couldn't thank you more. So please be safe and I will talk to you next time. Hopefully I'll get to go live at least one day this weekend. I won't be live on Monday. I might be live on Monday. It really depends on the situation. I will have to let you know. So I'll keep you posted on that, but I would love to go live on another day just to to check in, say hi to you guys. I'll miss you. See you later. Bye.